Okay, so pretty much we've had this artist on the show before, Little 69. He didn't make it through to the next round purely because, the song, in my opinion, was bubblegum. It was quite pussy. And he's trying to fulfill a satanic fantasy for the youth to corrupt the minds and brainwash them into pretty much, having a reckless life and all that garbage, along with like Little Pump, Little Peep, Little Xan, all that shit. It's one big agenda, we all know that. But, he's wanting to come back on the show tonight as Little 69 here with a song called Little Billy. Okay, and we're going to put him on blast, pretty much. Maybe he does get through to the next round tonight, but at the end of the day, it's really not up to me. It's up to the panel here at Rap Factor, and will it pass go?
That's my word! Get up in their face! Talk your shit! Let your nuts drag, nigga! These niggas just running at they fucking mouth, man!
That's absolute trash, garbage, wannabe, fake, forks, hoax, lying, and there's no legitimacy to it. It's just some little spoilt little brat getting the exposure through the, let's just say, the record label and the fake views to make it look like it's, good. With the 300 million views, how many of them are legit and how many of them are not using 1,000 mobile phones to play it every 3 minutes? Over 2 years to create 200 million views. That's how it's working. And they're pretty much wanting to, sucker in younger people because of their age. They think that's what's in, and the fact it's got 300 million views, that everyone likes it, so they must like it. That's how this stuff is portrayed. And same with Little Xan, Little Pump, Little Peep, Little 69er. So this, without further ado, here, this trash.
These niggas just running at they fucking mouth, man. Follow protocol, blood. Get in they fucking chest, man. We the fucking law, nigga. These niggas bleed different. We don't bleed, nigga. We make niggas bleed, blood. Treyway, these niggas said I heard it.
So he's pretty much saying that he makes people bleed. That's a satanic ritual, is what they do. Blood sacrifice. He's just said it right there and then, but he pretty much has no, authority to say so. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that it's portrayed as the best rapper in the world, it's better than Eminem apparently, this guy. Do you really believe that? A listener at home, this guy's better than those other rappers? Do you know what I'm saying? This guy's just aggro. I'm not calling this screamo, I'm calling this aggro. And it's pretty much being pushed to make people feel like mad and angry and reckless at a young age where their critical thinking hasn't developed yet, and then they make rash decisions and they ruin their life like Little 69 is portraying to.
Treyway, these niggas said heard me. I ain't heard you. Get the fuck up on my fucking face before I murder you.
This guy doesn't even write his own lyrics. This guy's just pretty much, been, propped up, and he's obviously been, a rapper that's sold out, but now he's been given lyrics to portray a brainwashing, social conditioning part of society that's pushed by the governments, and in particular the American government.
I'm for the fucking killers, I'm a killer too. Nigga.
He's a killer too. This guy is a killer too, apparently. Okay, with all these paid actors here, I reckon these guys do not hang out with this guy. These guys are all paid actors. Look at him. Do you reckon this guy's friends with this guy? Do you know what I'm saying? I just reckon the whole thing's jacked up to make it seem legit. And a lot of people fall for it and think it's amazing, when really it's absolute garbage.
Listen, 6IX9INE that nigga is on my...
6IX9INE this, and look at this spoiled little trash bag right here. Paid propagandist, making lucrative money off manipulating the youth, especially young teenagers, especially women at that age, girls at that age, that pretty much fall victim to this guy's trap that's being pushed by the Illuminati. And there's no two ways about that. Okay? I mean... 666 hand signs. So they're doing the dual 66 here, okay? She's doing it, he's covering the right eye. So that's, everyone knows this is Illuminati covering the right eye. The devil was blinded in the right eye. That's what it says in the Bible. So these guys do that. They do the bad thing. But that's there's big consequences for that, just for how your life develops if you do this. Do you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the people, these younger people, without their critically thinking has developed, you get little 6ix9ine corrupting the youth, just like how Marilyn Manson and Eminem corrupted the youth with their pretty much mainstream push music by the governments and the record labels that's connected to that, with the agenda to create a social influence to a demographic on purpose to brainwash them. So that's how it is, and that's no fucking joke.
Somebody call a fucking doctor.
So this guy's a convicted paedophile, okay? If everyone doesn't know, this guy's a convicted child sex offender, okay? And now he's just said he's going to bust on a little pussy. So he's pretty much apparently making tens of millions of dollars, this guy, somehow. And that's where the questions start being raised of how. And he's talking about busting on little pussies. See, he's pretty much just saying he's, you know, convicted pedophile, and he's still busting on little pussies. So why isn't the police arresting this guy? All these people are paid actors. Do you know what I'm saying? And their fans, he would have announced on this little platform, come here, and they would let the hot girls through, who are now going to be groupies and get used pretty much by the, you know, entourage of little 6ix9ine. And that's what the whole thing's set up for, is to corrupt the youth. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this guy's clearly being told to do some satanic rap. Well, that's acting. That's pure acting right here. They're trying to look like the police. These police are all there for the video clip. This is just an acting part. Do you know what I'm saying? They're trying to make out as if this little 6ix9ine, or him and his entourage, is creating this big scene in this street, where probably New York, and all these people are just all jacked up to do it, to make it seem legit. You know, little 6ix9ine never spent a day in prison. The whole court thing was a whole jack up. The whole thing about him being an accomplice is a complete lie. Overproduced. You're not getting through to the next round purely because this is rap factor. This is not angro factor. Okay, angro factor is for little pieces of trash like this who worship the devil and influence the youth to do bad things and just make them, you know, destroy their lives. So this piece of trash being pushed by the music industry right now has a big ass thumbs down. And these $2.6 million, 2.6 million thumbs up, a lot of them are jacked up with these fake fucking views here. How many people would really listen to that song? I reckon about 1 million people. They're trying to make out as if it's the best thing ever. But if they can corrupt 1 million of the youth around the world, then they've won. Do you know what I'm saying? I reckon they've done it. So this little 6ix9ine is big time propped up, big time faker, doesn't write his own shit, and is just getting used to pretty much destroy millions of people's lives. So in my opinion, that's criminal, and this guy should be put in jail. He's never been put in jail, and he's part of the fucking Illuminati bitch child. And that's how the fucking real we are here at Rap Factor. You're not getting through to the next round, and we're signing out.